It's early morning at the Indore Zoo. The cleaning is being done, the food for the animals is being brought and prepared, and we now are ready to host our visitors for the day. The Kamla Nehru Prani Sangrahalaya or the Indore Zoo was founded in 1974 with only 17 acres of land and very limited number of animal species. But now it stretches over 51 acres of land with over 75 species of wild and exotic animals. The zoo becomes a favorite holiday spot for children as they love watching these animals from a close distance. Indore Zoo currently shelters several species of animals including birds, reptiles, herbivores, mammals, felids, and canids. The zoo is very keen on the well-being of the inmates as it enforces regular cleaning of animal cells, provision of ample and quality food at regular intervals, and proper health checkup routines for all the animals in the zoo.
Definitely, if you talk about 90s, the zoos were in real bad shape. Back then zoo was only a display center. जिसमें 10 by 10, 15 by 15 kgs में species as big as a tiger was kept. But once the new zoo policies were framed, once the Central Zoo Authority amended the laws, now currently we don't have the old display for the animals. We have scientific areas allotted to each species, and open moats are made. You don't see bars anymore. You see a big island, and each island, the area of the island justifies how much number of animal specimens you can keep in there. So that's how the zoos are changing now. Definitely, there's good side and bad side to everything. People say that leave all the animals in the forest. Where is the forest? My question to them is very simple. All the forest, every day, every random day, we get a lot of animals rescued from the forest because there are no forests left. People have encroached the land, townships have encroached, so there's nowhere for animals to go. So like I said, zoo's role is ex situ conservation. It is not in situ. In situ happens in the forest, ex situ happens in a man-made naturalistic environment. But yes, definitely there are few zoos which still have few backlashes. That is because of the management. So our zoo at least luckily is not part of that, and we're trying to build on the new zoo policies and then try to give open island to all the animals. So I think this perspective of people has definitely changed. In fact, I would rather say, because 10 years back, we just have to used to have 3 lakh people per annum, used to come to the zoo. This year we touched 21 lakh people have visited the zoo. So people will visit a place only if they like the place, only if they feel that their children should see something of that sort. So I think this is something which is now going towards a positive trend.
In the day's course, the most important work for the zoo management is to provide food to all the animals at right time. The preparation includes preparation of different meals including a fruit meal, a mixed grain meal, bata, which is a mixture of maize, jaggery, chickpeas, salt, chapad, fully, bananas, bottle gourd, and straw. Stocking up of green grass, sugar canes, and dried grass bundles which are to be fed to the animals. The herbivores are fed with bata in the morning, dried grass at noon, and green grass towards the evening. The monkeys are fed with a mixture of fruits, vegetables, and legumes, which includes papaya, banana, watermelon, apples, cucumber, chickpeas, and peanuts. The carnivorous animals are fed in late evenings as they are generally observed to hunt at night in the natural habitat. These animals are fed with mutton and chicken mixed with calcium to ensure proper nutrient balance to the animals. Also, animals like gharial, cranes, rosy pelicans, and painted storks are fed with fish every morning, while bears are fed with milk rice and biryani every evening. Roughly 200 kgs of mutton, 40 kgs of chicken, and 30 kgs of fish are brought every day. And the amount of vegetables and fruits consumed on a daily basis is also huge, as for the fact the hippo family at the zoo single-handedly consumes more than 100 kgs of bottle gourd and cabbage every day. It is often rumored among people that zoos capture animals from the wild and they are then put to display, or the animals are caged and denied freedom.
We don't get animals in the zoo. Normally, all the zoos have their own inventory, and when ex situ conservation, like I said, breeding happens. There is something called as zoo exchange programs. So, for example, I have 4 tigers, and some other zoo has 2 tigers and 3 lions, and I have 2 lions. So then I give them a tiger and then I get a lion from them. That's how we try to pair our animal. So that is all internal zoo exchange program. What happens? It is again approved by the central zoo authority. It goes to the technical committee. When the technical committee sees that okay, both the zoos have ample space, ample resources, and the animal is part of their animal collection plan, that this animal can be kept there. Now I cannot randomly write a proposal to Manipur saying that I want red pandas because Indore is not having a suitable habitat for red pandas. So obviously this proposal will never get through the technical committee. So it's a very scientific approach what normally happens. This does not happen that we go to the forest and catch an animal. And but yes, zoos also work like a rescue center. So all the animals which are through animal snares trapped or roadkill, they might get injured and all that. Those animals are put in the zoo, and if they're deemed fit for the wild, they're released back into the wild. If they're not fit for the wild, then zoo works as a rescue center as well. Future looks definitely bright. Like I said, 4 years down the lane, we just had 52 species of animals. Into 4 years, we now have 70 species of animals. So we are almost equivalent to the animal collection plan what we have. It is of 75 species. So 5 more major animals are going to get added in coming 1 or 2 years. So I think with that we are anyways elevated to the rank of a medium-sized zoo. Initially we were a small zoo, now we are a medium zoo, and because of the continuous progress, because of the number of visitors increasing to the zoo, the numbers is increasing, and definitely zoo will see a huge boost in terms of creating awareness, in terms of creating education, and also a favorite spot for people to come and enjoy nature.
The day comes to an end at the Indore Zoo. The animals are fed and rested as the zoo awaits the next morning.